because it was made with green wood. The thing was cracking. They should have replaced the face out. But they didn't. They just fixed the crack, and it's a mess. And it's always been a mess. And they never make good ideas. So I said to Chris, you're killing them. You're playing their guitar. They love you, man. So, I just said, I highly recommend it.
I had a the Canadian version of the Hill. And I really liked it. I was proud of it. And it was A class. And I was thinking the leftover yoga is an A. Years ago now. And I put my guitar on table. So I went knocked it off. Somebody knocked it off. Cracked it. Broke the bottom. All this stuff. And Marty tried to fix it the best he could, you know. And they fixed it, but it just never
Yeah.
And I sold it, and I couldn't even sell it for very much because it had been repaired. It wasn't originally done. So apparently nobody had it. And so I went back to Taylor because that was the only Taylor guitar I had.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Taylor makes a good guitar. They're just not nice to you.
Yeah. Well, I don't get it. If I need my Taylor fixed up, there's a guy named Mark Babbitt.
Oh, shit. That's what I was getting. I didn't mean to spill them all over the floor, though. And I just need a couple. My throat gets so dry. All right, thank you. Messed up. Anyway, this guy.
So this guy is fabulous. See, I'm thinking
Oh, Rich. It's showtime.
Richard, we take stuff to Jim Hog Eye. He's quite good. And there's another guy he goes to. But
My old friend Rob back there.
I don't need anything.
All right. So, everyone, welcome to the Two-Way Street Coffee House. Also, welcome our virtual friends. Camera in the box on the ceiling. It only sees the stage. So we are hybrid again.
My shirt's falling off.
Oh my goodness. My name is John. There will be a test. We are a hardcore listening room, which means you get one plate from me, and then Jerry's got the hook. There you go. There you go, yeah. So we're an all-volunteer staff. Been an all-volunteer staff for 53 years in this room. 53 years, 52 Fridays, you do the math. Been just a minute. So tonight we got Randy doing sound. Looks like we got Tim and Christine working the counter. And here comes the test. What's my name? You all passed the test. Larry's my brother's name. So tonight we've got small potatoes. And so on the table there are some flyers for upcoming events. You flip them over, you can see pretty much everybody who's coming through the end of the year. And let me ask the magic question. Are you guys ready to play?
I hope so.
Oh, good.
Play.
Well then, Jackie and Rich.
There will be a quiz.
I think we'll start with a song about being cold.
Really cold.
There was no blind on the window. He looked outside and watched the wind blow in that snowy track that led to that $10 dive store. That same driving wind had swept in there again, although he swore he'd pay no mind to his cries anymore. He used to think he'd find out on the road somewhere a sign that would tell him what this restless wind-blown wonderin' meant. Maybe he'll find out listening to that cold Saskatchewan wind whining like some lonesome cowboy's lament. Oh, the whispering wheels and the wind at his heels had often fooled him into thinking he was getting somewhere. But if he'd stop to look behind him, he usually would find there wasn't really any difference between here and there. Somehow every year about this time he starts to spend all his days in wondering where the hell the last one went. Maybe he'll find out listening to that cold Saskatchewan wind whining some lonesome cowboy's lament. Many a times he's still reminded of those tear-filled eyes that he left back in Ontario in '85. He knows he could never make her realize, like the wind he must keep moving just to stay alive. He's headed west, out to Lethbridge. He suspects some kind of death wish keeps him always on the highway in the winter time. But he simply can't keep still, and all across the Cypress Hills he lets the whistle of the wind sing him a lullaby. He wonders if he'll ever know what it is about the blowing wind that keeps his gypsy heart from feeling content. Maybe he'll find out listening to that cold Saskatchewan wind whining like some lonesome cowboy's lament. Maybe he'll find out listening to that cold Saskatchewan wind whining like some lonesome cowboy's lament.
Decided to do something unique, not talk or blues straight before we start.
First, Jenny taught me things about the past, how the winter turns to spring and why summer never lasts. But autumn was her favorite time of all. She loved to watch the last leaves fall. We'd sit outside on the front porch swing. We'd watch the geese fly south and we'd listen to them sing. And she'd say, son, drink it all, because it's over when the last leaves fall. When the last leaves fall, I want to enjoy it all. Sometimes late at night I hear her call. When the last leaves fall. I was there when my grandma turned 98. It was the fall of that same year when my granny couldn't wait. She was finally stricken with old age, and she decided to turn the page. She said, boy, you better get on back to school. There's so much for you to learn, no need to wait on this old fool. And I cried her tears with her old shawl. I said, I'm staying till the last leaves fall. But the winds of time came sweeping in, and the leaves on this old tree were wearing thin. And I held her hand till it grew small. I was there to watch the last leaves fall. When the last leaves fall, I want to enjoy it all. Sometimes late at night I hear her call. When the last leaves fall. Sometimes late at night I hear her call. When the last leaves fall. Okay, we can talk now. That was first song was you might have figured is a Canadian song by our old friends. Our friend James Gordon from Tamarack. That was a Canadian trio that did all songs about Canada.
About Canada.
They weren't all about freezing and being cold and driving west for no goddamn reason.
I think that one has a classic rhyme, though. They rhyme Lethbridge, which is a town in Canada, with the Death Wish.
And the second song was written by our friend Mackie Red. And I'm going to make a little diversion here. We have been watching, don't ask us why, we've been watching old Bob Newhart show reruns. The first one, not the Vermont one, the first one, the Chicago one, yeah. And I was just watching an episode last night that reminded me of Mackie, the guy who wrote When the Last Leaves Fall, the second song. It was Bob had a new camera that he had gotten from Emily. And he was taking pictures left and right. And he was looking for candid shots. And Howard, you know, the crazy Howard, knocks on the door, and Bob's all ready to take a candid shot of him, and Howard walks in and goes, and I was reminded, Mackie, the guy who wrote Last Leaves Fall, wonderful musician, had a bluegrass band called Live Bait. How many bands do you think are called Live Bait across? Yeah, well, you know of a couple, yeah. But Mackie had this uncanny ability to always see when somebody had a camera. You had a camera there, and when anybody tried to take a picture of him, he'd go, while he was singing. It was amazing. I never saw him miss.
I guess it has a little red light, you know.
Yeah, he watched the lights.
You'd see the little red light go. Very funny. I just realized, looking at our set list here, that all of the songs are
They're kind of quiet.
But they're either written by us or by friends of ours. We've got a lot of talented friends. Isn't this nice? This is another talented friend, a guy named James Keelahan, another Canadian. We see there's something in the water there. There's that big Canadian voice. They just have this amazing thing. But we met James in a really unusual circumstance. People had told us about him. We'd heard about him, but had never heard any of his songs. We had no idea what we did. But we had played a set, and we were staying at this woman's house in Townsend, near
Baltimore.
Yeah. But James, who had played someplace else, was also staying there. She was a host, and we were both going to be staying there. But that night, we at some point in our show, it was a golf course, and they had these big windows, and there was this most amazing driving ice storm was pelting these windows.
Maybe you shouldn't mention that tonight.
No. But we just looked up, and everybody was looking nervously at the windows outside. And that was our encore. Let's get the hell out of here. And we all just we took off, and there's no one on the street. We were crawling. Fortunately, she didn't live very far away. But we get there, and it's a little bit of a slant to go up to her front door. And it had been a snow, and then it had frozen, and then it has ice over the top of it. So what happens if you tried to step on it? You step through the ice, but slide on the next layer and fall on your face. So here we are, crawling to the front door, dragging our guitars, trying to get there. And here's James, standing in the doorway.
Canadian.
There's a fire.
Ex-hockey player.
Big hockey player like I. There's this fireplace going behind him. He's holding a snifter of brandy, and he's going. So I didn't know whether I really liked this guy or whether I just really wanted to kill him. But we ended up being stranded there for days. The whole town shut down. Grocery stores, gas stations, nothing was open. We got into creative cooking, and we had a Scrabble set. We'd play Scrabble until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And the deal was, James was a really, really great Scrabble player. Denise, that we were staying with, was meh. So it was really just, we were in a big battle to see who would come in second, you know. But having never heard him, so finally after a couple of days, he and James and Denise, a grocery store opened, and they went running out to get supplies, you know. And I dove to the CD player because we really liked this guy, and he was really swell. But what if he wasn't very good? You know, we didn't know. So I dove and I grabbed the first CD off the top, and I just opened it up, and the first title that hit my eyes, it was called Orion. And I knew right away I was going to really like this guy. Because Orion for me is, that is the sign of it's not summer anymore. Orion doesn't show up at all until, if you were like us and would be driving at 4 o'clock in the morning, you would see it earlier in the fall. You'd see it really late at night. He'd be like laying on the horizon, and then a little, you know, over the season he'd come up, and then by summer he's gone. But to me, it was always. We had a friend who called him Harry, so I scare the heck out of Rich when I say, "Hey, Harry!" And seeing Harry was the first sign. So. This is a song by James Callahan about the constellation Orion.
1, 2, 2, 2, 3.
I can make out the belt of the hunter Orion. He's climbing the heavens. He's sweeping the sky. I can tell by the stars of his glittering belt. It's time to start searching for how and for why.
So many stars come and go. Some have names and some you know.
Some will remind me of you.
So many things here and gone. Some don't fit and some belong.
Some will remind me of you. I can feel the north wind make a kick at the window. It's seeking the weakness, it's trying to come in. I can tell by the flames of this flickering candle that it is succeeding. Now winter begins.
So many winds come and go. Some blow hot and some blow cold.
Some will remind me of you.
So many things here and gone. Some don't fit and some
belong. Some will remind me of you. Some part of you always will come through.
Some small part of my day. Some part of me always longs to be. Just can't keep you away.
I can tell by the clock on the wall, time's advancing. It waits for no one. This much I see. Time is a river, and on it we're flowing. We're rocking and rolling till we reach the sea.
So many hours
come and go.
Some go fast and some go slow.
Some will remind me of you.
So many things here and gone. Some don't fit and some
belong. Some will remind me of you. Some will remind me of you. James Keelan.
Thank you. What's now?
It's
Here's another song by a friend. This one's by our friend John Spillane, our Irish singer-songwriter friend who we've talked about before. John's a strange dude. Really good songwriter. Really very, very odd performance style. The quick story is, in a group like this, he will stare at you just a little too long. But it draws you in. It's amazing. It draws you in. Yeah. There's this song called "The Dunn Store Girl," which is Dunn Store is like it's D-U-N-N-E-S. It's not D-O-M-B. It's not D-O-N-E. D-U-N-N-E-S. The Dunn Store is like a Target, something like that. You know, the store. You know. But this is a song about falling in love with the checkout girl.
like you did.
Yeah.
Right.
You there?
Okay. It's got a part for you. We'll teach you to and get to it.
Hey, check out the Dunn Store's girl. She's the one who rules my world. I wanna walk down the aisle with the Dunn Store's girl. I'm gonna waltz down the aisle with the Dunn Store's girl. She rules my world. I'm gonna walk down the aisle with the Dunn Store's girl. In my dreams there's a brother, he's a skinhead, and he wants me dead. In my dreams is right as said. I'm gonna run down the aisle with the Dunn Store's girl. She rules my world.
Here's your part
Na
now.
na 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 na. The Dunn Store's. That is so easy. I think you can sing it. Here we go. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. The Dunn Store's girl. She knows we're looking at her, and she knows she's looking fine, and she doesn't have all day, and you'll have to wait in line. I would wait in line till kingdom comes, for salvation in her smile. And I'd love to stop that clock, looking down on her all the time, like a jumped up little manager in a suit that doesn't rhyme. And you never patronize her, only always idolize her. The Dunn Store's girl.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. The Dunn Store's girl. On a cold and rainy Friday night, waiting for the world to close. When she comes up behind me, so brave and so warm, I know it'll never ever rain again. I know it'll never ever rain again on the rebel streets of our dreams. And she doesn't believe a word that I say. She laughs when I tell her she's a Saturday in May. And you never underestimate the Dunn Store's girl. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. The Dunn. Do it one more time. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. the Dunn Stores girl. Hey, check out the Dunn Stores girl. She's the one that rules my world. I wanna walk down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. I wanna waltz down the aisle with the Dunn Stores girl. She rules my world. Johnny. Johnny Spillane. You playing this one? Or no, you're not playing this one. Oh, you were going to try to play this one. Then you thought
try. If I fail, I
okay. Jackie might play this song. She might not.
Musician, I have to hold the guitar and it doesn't allow me to quite get to the right place for the chords, so it's iffy. You'll forgive me, won't you?
Yeah, no, well, it's one night she plays. It's like kind of probability thing. It's like quantum guitar playing. In some possible universe, Jackie's playing guitar tonight. Others, maybe not.
Others, my hands move so fast you can't even see them.
In some possible universe, I'm in tune. Maybe not.
No, maybe not. Well, we're talking about extreme temperatures. We started out being extremely cold, and now we're going to a place that's extremely hot, except in the winter. It just comes into pleasantness.
It's a song called Courtside, about the town of Courtside, Arizona, where snowbirds gather in the wintertime. We've never been there in the wintertime. We were there in September. We went to the Dairy Queen. It was lovely. The Dairy Queen is in the Pilot Truck Stop, if you're interested. Very easy to find.
When you talk about this song with anyone from Arizona, they laugh. You talk about how hot it is, and they're just, it's a place on the weather map where the colors get redder and redder and darker and darker and darker until they're finally just That's Courtside. Right? You told me not to start until later. I was taking you at your word.
Which universe was that? Roy took his pension after 30-some years. A machinist at Allied in Cleveland. And now he passes his days pretty much all the same. Maybe listens to the Guardians in the evening. He watches his options whittle down to a few, and his once wide horizons grow narrow. Roy went downtown, he took a second on the house. He drove home in a brand new Pacero. There's a cab over Roadstar with a Honda in tow, on the road 10 miles out of Sedona. But 3 days ago they closed the house in St. Paul. And tonight it's Southwest Arizona. But she's slow and rising, sometimes she forgets, and what's left of his hair has gone white. By anyone's measure, there's life in them yet. And they'll dance on the desert tonight. 'Cause up north where we come from, it's snowing of course, but it's warm as a baby here in Courtside. The rivers are frozen way back to their source. We'll dance on the desert tonight. Now there's a bunch of old duffers with drums and guitars, tuning up on an old plywood stage. We'll pull on our boots and our best western gear, just to get out and act half our age. 'Cause up north where we come from, it's snowing of course, but it's warm as a baby here in Courtside. The rivers are frozen way back to their source, but we'll dance on the desert tonight. I ain't leaving none of these pages unfilled. Always felt like a rascal, I feel that way still. Well, stay with me, dear, up this one final hill. We'll dance on the desert tonight. 'Cause up north where we come from, it's snowing, of course, but it's warm as a baby here in Courtside. The rivers are frozen way back to their source, but we'll dance on the desert tonight. Yeah, we'll dance on the desert tonight.
Dave Morrison.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to retire my guitar. You
So,
want me to, Tristan?
so we haven't played this song since we played here last year.
Did we play
I'm
it?
serious.
Did we play it here last year?
We play. I think we did. It was
I
on
mean,
that.
we haven't
I'm
played
pretty
it in
sure,
years.
or maybe it's longer than that, which is dangerous. Shall I say dangerous?
Well, this is a song that Rich wrote. And I need for you to help me put this back
Now.
there before I drop.
Oh, okay, sure.
Thank you. I'm leaving it.
Guitar rustler here.
There you go.
Whoops, your strap is caught, so I can't. Hang on, no.
that was my problem with it. Oh, it's underneath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fork is upside down.
Okay. But we were just, we were actually going, we did tell you that we were going to do some Christmas songs, and we decided it's just too awkward to try and keep switching back and forth. So we're doing all normal, more or less, songs in the first set, and then we'll do a second set of our own particular take on Christmas songs.
At the right volume, Randy?
Oh, wait a
So
minute.
you've heard me mention the line before. The guitarist Harvey Reid had a suggestion for songwriters. He said, when you write a song you expect to play for years, make sure you write it with the capo, like up here, so as the years go by, you could move the capo on down. Well, I didn't do that with this song, so we have to have, to do this, we have to have another guitar tuned down.
I dropped it on the floor, and now I can't read it. I don't really read these words. I just needed them as a
What's that?
kind of a safety belt to.
Uh-oh. You okay there?
Yeah, but I dropped the Mike Maiden thing on the floor. That's what I really. The Mike Maiden quote that we're going to be.
Oh, okay. We'll deal with
Okay.
that in a second.
All right.
I wrote this song on 294. He was a cuffling, cutthroat, tough talk, boyish man. Hard-nosed Dow Jones CEO'd a snake in the grass.
She was was high class, high tone, bleach blonde, socialite. Lipo sucked, tummy tucked, stuck up. She was his wife.
He meets a model in L.A. He rolls his rolls into a lake. When he gets 30 million, lawyers take a holiday. But they were made for love, yeah. Two halves, one whole. What heaven hath wrought upon us, let no one touch with a 10-foot pole. They're not normal like us.
Uh-oh. We forgot to tell you your part. When we say that, you say it right back. So we say they're not normal like
They're not normal like us. They're nothing like none of our friends. I know we may not be perfect. Thank God we're nothing like them. Okay? Here we go. They're not normal like us. They're nothing like none of our friends. I know we may not be perfect. Thank God we're nothing like them. Ah, good. He was a low-down, low-lifed, loud-mouthed, mannish boy. Out on parole, testosterone, over-imbibed, underemployed.
She was a big-haired, big-boned, tattooed turtle dove. They had a tacky TV talk show kind of love.
She's out carousing when he calls. He writes her name on restroom walls. Then they tell Jerry that their parents really caused it all, but they were made for love.
Oh, sorry.
Two halves, one whole. What heaven hath wrought upon us, let no one touch with a 10-foot pole. They're not normal like us. They're nothing like none of our friends. No. I know we may not be perfect. Thank God we're nothing like them. No, no.
You got the spirit of it.
Let me do it again. There we go. I was standing by my window when the two of them walked by, and I wished a big old tree would fall and hasten their demise. But I stopped myself, I rebuked myself, for I could plainly see the two of them would probably live and sue the pants off me. He was a gray-haired grown-up, 50, 60-something child.
Moving up.
Picked some blues, played the blues, slept till noon, his parents cried.
She was a folked out Girl Scout, mop-top, Renaissance girl.
They formed a band,
Bought a van
and set out to see the world. They drive 1,000,000 miles a day. Sometimes they don't even get paid. I guess we think we're all still back in 1968, but they were made for love, yeah. Two halves, one whole. What heaven hath wrought upon us, let no one touch with a 10-foot pole. They're not normal like us, no. They're nothing like none of our friends. You know it. I know we may not be perfect. Thank God we're nothing like them, no. I know we may not be perfect. Thank God we're nothing like them. Thank God we're nothing like them.
Now, nobody can reach this, right? Get it back to me.
She wants,
This is something I knew that we had it somewhere, and I'd been looking around for it forever. And I just ran across it, and I don't want it to. This is in.
because we gotta be serious now.
Yeah, this is in reference to this next song.
There's a piece of paper on the floor there, Amy. Could you get it?
If I do, I'm going to do a very creative dive, and it just won't be. Ooh, Amy, yes, Amy. Now, yeah.
Don't need that one anymore.
Oh,
That's
no. No. I anticipate. Amy, cheer for Amy. Woo! I anticipated the tooth smack from the. I grabbed it before it did. Well, guess I should read this before it, right?
Yeah.
This is a very wonderful song that Rich wrote, and it's gotten. We've tried to do kind of more unusual songs tonight, but we have to do the medley of our hits. We've got 2 hits we have to do, and this is Rich's hit. It's especially with well, it just keeps being poignant, doesn't it? This is actually not about current times, but close enough. So, we were playing in beautiful Crockett, Texas. Crockett, Texas is just a really kind of good old boy kind of a town, and we were in an old, was it a little grocery store or a corner store?
It was like an old, general store, feed store, or something like that. That these 2 cowboys from the Bronx kind of redid. It was their granddad's store, and it was Guy and Pip Gillette. These guys are really interesting. We loved hanging out with them because they were from the Bronx, but like in their earlier mid-20s, they moved to Texas and became more Texan than most Texans, but in a really good way. I mean, these guys. I'm not. Let's not. Think of the good side of being a cowboy, right?
We stayed in their grandfather's old
sharecropper's cabin.
sharecropper
That's interesting.
cabin, and it had you could see the ground through the little holes in the floor. And Texas is supposed to be really hot. It was a cold snap every time we went, and they had 1 million blankets, and they had this big trunk with these blankets, and they come up and they start stacking blankets on you, and like army blankets, like the really heavy things, until you couldn't even move. But you were warm. It was really nice. We'd meet some interesting people there, though. And one time there was a guy that just looked like, kind of a good old boy, and he hands us I've recopied it, so it's not the original piece of paper, but he hands us a piece of paper in an envelope when he was leaving. And so we read it, not in his presence. I want to read you this letter here. It says, Rich, as a 48-year-old ex-Marine sergeant who served during the Vietnam era, the son of a Marine decorated for valor during his service on Iwo Jima, and the father of a 16-year-old, healthy, patriotic young son, I am compelled to tell you that I am totally devastated by your Thousand Candles, Thousand Cranes song. At this time in history, when I personally know young men who are in harm's way at our government's pleasure, I cry unashamed tears when I listen to your song. May God bless you, like me. People wonder why we would drive to some little place like Crockett, Texas to play. That's
My grandmother had 3 sons. She dreamed about her children's children. Then came 1941. Only one son would see the war end. Joseph died marching in battalion. Frank on the sands of Iwo Jima. The day the bomb destroyed Japan. She thanked God and Harry Truman. She blamed the godless Japanese for having crushed her sweetest dreams. 1,000 candles for my sons. Every day I will remember. In Illinois, far from her past, Miss Nakamura still remembers. She was 6 when she saw the flash that turned the world to smoke and ashes. And mother taught her daughter well, run from the fire to the river. And there she found a living hell, but not a mother or a father. Though she survived with just a scrape, her family vanished into space. 1,000 sons, 1,000 cranes. Every day I will remember. My grandmother had 3 sons. She never dreamed she'd have a daughter. But at the age of 81, she met a nurse named Nakamura. And it was a question only meant to make some talking past the hours. About a picture by the bed, a photograph of 2 young soldiers. Hatred and anger stored for years slowly melted into tears. 1,000 candles, 1,000 cranes. Every day I will remember. Now I have a picture in my mind of 2 women slowly walking. August 6th, 1985. Walking to church to light a candle. And they once asked me to explain why grown men play such foolish games. 1,000 candles, 1,000 cranes. Every day I will remember. Thank you. Okay,
Yuppers.
one more in break time, right?
Yep. And as promised or threatened, we're going to sing Christmas songs in the second half of the show. Now, my shirt's still falling off. It's really annoying. It might kind of horrify you to think, oh, Christmas songs, but it's a fact that we don't start doing Christmas songs until December 1st. We are not Walmart.
Lucky you.
Lucky. But then we happen to really like Christmas songs, and so we do a bunch, and we've got multiple caroling parties that we have the privilege to attend. Our neighborhood, we've lived in our house for 31 years, and we were latecomers to the game, though. There's people who have attended this party every year. I think it's 33 years they've been doing it. Our neighbors on our block get together and go door to door Christmas caroling. And they learned after the first year or two of our being there that they had to go with our schedule because we had to be there. Not because we were like great leaders or singers, but because I had the lyric sheets. And really, after the first year or so, I was just so busy around Christmas. I took like most of January to do this, really get everything spaced perfectly and all in alphabetical order. They're in alphabetical order. Say, which one's Joy to the World? It's in alphabetical order. But we've managed to collect a couple of really, I think, very interesting Christmas songs. So, but first,
great Christmas album.
thank you. I put that's my special little project because I was the one who liked the Christmas thing. So, thanks. I'm happy with the whole project. But this is not it yet. We have one more song to do, and then we'll do this. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break. You know how it goes, and recycle your.
Here we go! It's what? The medley of our...
The medley of our hit.
There we go.
I think that was some candles.
Sitting, staring, walls aren't caring. I know no one. Why did I come? Sorry. Oh no, no one sitting there. Oh please, feel free. You can take the chairs. Oh dear, I see. You don't want to sit
just
to the
one
other side. You're taking it. Oh God, how embarrassing. Yeah, right. Who would sit by me? I wanna go.
Nobody knows or sees me.
It's not polite.
I can leave soon.
Maybe I'll
Where's
hide a while in the John.
rest
Oh damn,
room?
the door is locked.
Why did I
It's too early.
even come?
I can't go yet.
I don't know.
I should have sent them
anyone.
my deep regrets. I'm overdressed.
This was casual.
My hair's
This
all
hairdo
stiff.
isn't natural.
This tie is wrong.
My belt's too tight.
I hate these shoes. No one wears white.
My
Punch.
God, look at them hold and sing. How do they do the
Boring.
romance thing? It's not for me, it won't come
Boring.
naturally. I just can't move like that.
Boring.
Well, actually, I haven't
Hey.
tried. What's the
Wait.
sense? I sure don't see
There by the
anyone
fern.
to dance with.
Who is that?
Who's that?
Over there.
Over there.
She looks
Keep
nice.
shy.
Don't stare.
Don't
Don't
stare.
stare. She's not
Not
talking to anyone. Poor girls.
guys
Not having any fun. Maybe I could go over there.
No, really, could I?
should I
Would I
just walk over? Geez, I don't know.
Don't
Don't
stare.
Don't stare. Oh crud, I'm sweating
What
now,
would I
aren't I?
say?
This happens to me all the time. A
couldn't.
nasty trick God plays on
What
shy
could
people.
I
We're being
say?
selected out of the gene pool. This isn't fair,
I need some air.
but I don't care.
I really need some air.
I don't know what
I
I'll say,
can't
but darn
stand
it
this.
anyway. I'm
I've got
going
to
over
get
there.
Out of here. If I get out the door, then I can just
oh,
keep going. I
where
don't
did
need my
she
coat.
go?
Can you believe it's snowing? Gee,
Oh,
where's my coat? I would. I
No,
get it back.
did
Is it on
she
the
go
better hung upon the
home?
roof?
Ah, damn, oh, damn, oh,
Bird.
damn, oh, damn,
It's
oh, damn, oh,
cold.
damn, I've missed my
Is it
chance.
outside? I'll freeze.
I
in
only
there.
thought she
Go.
might want to
Stop trying
dance
to hide.
with me. Oh, there she is.
I better.
She looks so cold,
Oh, he's still here.
but she was out
I look so dumb.
without her coat.
There's snow in my hair.
The snow looks
He's
lovely
looking at me.
in her hair. I'm going to do it.
Will he come here?
I'm going
Shall
to
I
go over there.
What should I do?
I'm going.
He's coming.
What will I say? I love you, self-assured
My-
people. Get out of the way.
It's a
waltz's
I love a
play.
waltz.
I can handle the slow ones. What am I saying? This dance has not yet begun. Left, right,
I think
left,
he's
right,
coming
left,
here.
right. Why can't
Is
I
he?
get it
I
right?
don't
I'm not
know.
dancing,
I
I'm just
feel scared.
walking. Have people stop talking. Go on, go on, go on. Don't blow this chance. Pardon me, miss. Do you think I might have this dance?
Oh, so,
Okay,
oh, no, this way, right, okay.
la,
La,
la, la, la, la. Oops.
sorry.
La,
La,
la.
la, oh, no, wait,
Wha-
wait,
wha-
one,
one, two-
no, wait,
one,
one,
two,
two,
three.
three.
La,
La,
la, la, la, la, la.
hey.
We've got it now. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Thank you, guys. Let's take a break.
We'll be breaking, we'll be back.
Here comes John. Thanks, guys.
My name is still John. We'll take a short break. Washrooms, I'm still John. The washrooms out the door and to your left. I never start the second set until there's no line for the washroom. So, the faster you guys are, the faster we'll be here. So, yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. you miss me? So, well, thanks, Jerry. Thank you. Did you find the hook? Okay. Yeah. All right. Next Friday on this same stage, we have our annual visit from the Bittersweet Christmas Band. They play here once a year, and I think, hey, you're blocking my spot there. So yeah, they're the usual. Starts at 8:00. If you can't figure it out, they're a Christmas band. So Bittersweet. They're probably going to play what? Christmas music. There you go.
Hey, no, we're going to play Christmas music right now, too.
Well, I know you are. I'm looking forward to it.
Don't.
Go,
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't get too excited about it, John. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see. Tomorrow is the sing-along in this room from 2 to 4. You can sing, you can play, you can listen, or all of the above. Tomorrow evening from 5:30 to 7 is the Jingle Bell Sing-Along over at the Maple Street Chapel. That's a drop-in kind of a thing with a free will donation. If I'm not wrong, that's the night they light up Lilacia Park. So yeah, so you can get, it's a twofer. You can get some nice Christmas music after tonight, after the second set here, and more Christmas music. That's from 5:30 to 7. And I think I've run out of things to say.
Okay.
All right.
You know any jokes, sir?
No, I'm not good there. But anyway, so let's welcome back Rich and Jackie, also known as the Small Potatoes.
We're going to get into some Christmas.
Your microphone there, dear.
We're going to get into some Christmas music, and especially this first one you have a part in. He just mentioned the Jingle Bell thing at where is it?
Maple
Maple Street? Yeah. Well, because everything is related. And then one of the things I have found, we have a Christmas album, and I really enjoy putting it together, but one of the things that the Internet's a wonderful thing. You can look up all kinds of stuff that you just sort of wondered about for years, and you can get
And it's all true.
You can get confirmation on it that there's many Christmas songs, many of our very favorite Christmas songs, that aren't Christmas songs at all. They have nothing to do with Christmas. They weren't written for Christmas. There's many Christmas traditions that we have that were pagan, basically, you know. And so we take advantage of this. This is probably the most well-known Christmas song, most well-beloved Christmas song. Has nothing to do with Christmas. It has to do with messing around with the girls in sleigh rides. And and most American people know the first verse, and a lot know the second verse. But just so you know, there's 4 verses, and we'll sing them all for you.
We sing them out of order.
Yes.
You ready there?
I'm not going to do the double time. I'm just tired. Dashing through the snow in one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
Not bad.
Not too bad.
We
I won't
stopped
even-
anyway.
I won't even make you repeat it. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Whoa! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride. Soon as Fanny Bright was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank,
Misfortune seemed its lot. We got into a drifted bank and we all got upset. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, the story I must tell. I went out on the snow, and on my back I fell. A man came riding by in a one-horse open sleigh. He left as I there sprawling lie and quickly drove away. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white, go it while you're young. Take the girls tonight and sing a sleighing song. Just get a bobtail nag, 244 is speed, and hitch him to an open sleigh, and crack will take the lead. Whoa, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yeah, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So Jackie read on the internet that actually the Jolly Old St. Nicholas was the original.
That's the original melody,
tune.
apparently,
Yeah.
of
So
Jingle Bells.
that's why we threw it in there, a little hysterical reference for
James
people.
Lord Pierpont in 1857.
Whew.
I'm not that smart. I have it written down at the top of the page.
See, there was this talk that it was actually a Thanksgiving song, but if
Yeah.
you wrote it in 1857,
Well,
that
he-
doesn't make sense.
But he actually wrote it in 1850. He published it in 1857.
Well, that's even worse.
I know. But it is actually officially a Thanksgiving song because they had these horse races over Thanksgiving. Sleigh races. Who knew? So the next song, we're stepping back in time, right?
Yeah.
Stepping back in time even farther. I always suspected this, and I got to really research it and found out. Whoa, this is a Halloween song. It is about trick-or-treating. This is what the song is about. Now, we've got Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. Okay, we start with All Hallows Eve, and then it's All Souls, Saints Day and All Souls Day. And these people talk about going door to door, singing a little song, and begging for treats. And maybe they get a few pennies, and maybe they get... But the biggest treat that they could get is what's called a soul cake. It's for All Souls Day. They'd make these kind of like hot cross buns on Easter, They were just this little sweet bun that if they did a good job and sang a nice song or gave blessings to the household, they could get a soul cake. So listen with new ears. This is not a Christmas. But my first album ever was Peter, Paul, and Mary in concert. And they did this song live, and they claimed it was a Christmas song. In fact, they put a little verse at the end just to make it sound more like a Christmas song. And they spell it S-O-A-L, a soul, to make it closer to wassailing. But you look at the old resources, and it's actually S-O-U-L, soul. Okay.
But first,
We have a prequel. This is about the qualities of various woods in your fireplace. Oak logs
warm you well, that are old and dry. Logs of pine will sweetly smell, but the sparks will fly. Birch logs burn too fast, the chestnut scarce at all, sir. And hawthorn logs are good to last, that are cut well in the fall, sir. Why surely you will find there's no compare with a hardwood log. that's cut in winter time, sir. Holly logs burn like wax, you can burn them green. Elm logs burn like smoldering flax, with no flames to be seen. Beech logs for winter time, yew logs as well, sir. Green elder logs, it is a crime for any man to sell, sir. Why surely you will find there's no compare with a hardwood log that's cut in winter time, sir. Pear logs, apple logs, they will scent your room. Cherry logs across the dogs, they smell like flowers of broom. But ash logs, smooth and gray, buy them green or old, sir, and buy up all that comes your way, for they're worth their weight in gold, sir.
You might recognize this melody bit if you want to sing along. Pick anything to sing.
Hey ho, nobody home, eat nor drink nor money ever none. Yet should we be merry. Hey ho, nobody home, eat nor drink nor money ever none. Yet should we be merry. Hey ho, nobody home. So cake. Please, good Mrs. So cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry. Any good thing to make us all merry. One for Peter, two for Paul, three of him who made us all.
God bless the master of this house and the mistress also, and all the little children that round your table grow. The cattle in your stable, the dog by your front door, and all that dwells within your gates, we wish you 10 times more.
So cake. Please, good Mrs. So cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry. Any good thing to make us all merry. One for Peter, two for Paul, three for him who made us all. Go down into your cellar and see what you can find. The barrels are not empty. We hope you will be kind. We hope you will be kind with your apple and strawberry. Oh, we'll come no more a soul until this time next year. So cake, please, good Mrs. So cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry. Any good thing to make us all merry. One for Peter, two for Paul, three of him who made us all.
The streets are very dirty, my shoes are very thin. I have a little pocket to put a penny in. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then
God bless you. So cake, please, good Mrs. So cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry. Any good thing to make us all merry. One for Peter, two for Paul, three of him who made us all. So cake, please, good Mrs. So cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry. Any good thing to make us all merry. One for Peter, two for Paul, three of him who made us all. Three of him who made us all. Three of him who made us all. Three of him who made us all.
wait, we'll have to
Get your shorts out there.
get out the, let's see, where am I gonna do this at? I have to find a place.
This is the small potato PowerPoint presentation.
I can't really get this in the right place. It's really funny when you look at this side.
Sure, you want to get.
You know, I
Or you can present it over here.
Oh, we have another PowerPoint. It's orange.
It's next to you. You could put it on a chair over here, but that might be a little too low.
Somebody could be a humble assistant and do. And this is the PowerPoint. This is the chorus, which it strikes you as a little difficult at first, but believe it or not, it flows trippingly off the tongue.
I think just hold it. Yeah.
On the table. On the table.
Just the chair on the table.
Perfect.
There we go.
George!
Hey!
There's a man with good old American know-how.
We rely on George to come up with the solutions to things. Thanks, George. George has been on the canoe trip multiple times, an Ireland trip.
This is a song by a guy named Chris Rosser from North Carolina that we just love doing. From the west to the east, they hurt their homes in search of peace. A transcendental mystic yogi, he took them in, he was kind and holy. California to Bombay, they traveled far to sing and pray. But on the last week of the year, the songs became a little weird. Singing, oh, hallelujah, Hare Hare Krishna, in excelsis Deo, Rama Bolo, Rama Bolo, Gloria, Gloria, Govinda Gopala, Om Noel, Jai Siya Ram, Christmas in the ashram. You had it pretty good. You want to do it again just to lock it in? Okay. 1, 2, 3, singing, Om Hallelujah.
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare Krishna, in excelsis Deo, Rama Bolo, Rama Bolo, Gloria, Gloria,
Govinda,
Govinda Gopala, Om Noel, Jai Siya Ram, Christmas in the ashram. Well done.
Jai Siya Ram. That's true.
The guru must be out of town. There's tinsel on Vishnu's crown. And someone hung a Christmas star from one of Shiva's extra arms. And there's eggnog in the black spice tea, lotus petals on evergreen, incense burners green and red, and Santa hats on shaven heads.
Oh, hallelujah.
Singing, Om Hallelujah, Hare Hare Krishna, in excelsis Deo,
Rama Bolo.
Rama Bolo, Rama Bolo, Gloria, Gloria, Govinda Gopala, Om Noel, Jai Siya Ram, Christmas in the ashram. Okay, boys, are you ready for your solo section here? 1, 2, 3. Om.
Girls.
That's all.
Pa-ram-pa-pam-pam.
Om.
Pa-ram-pa-pam-pam.
One more. Om.
Pa-ram-pa-pam-pam.
They sing gospels and Upanishads, Psalms and Vedas praising God. Maybe Christ and Krishna are amused when humans get a little bit confused. Singing, Om Hallelujah, Hare Hare Krishna, in excelsis Deo, Rama Bolo, Rama Bolo, Gloria, Gloria, Govinda Gopala, Om Noel, Jai Siya Ram, Christmas in the ashram. Singing, Om Hallelujah, Hare Hare Krishna, in excelsis Deo, Rama Bolo, Rama Bolo, Gloria, Gloria, Govinda Gopala, Om Noel, Jai Siya Ram, Christmas in the ashram. Om Noel, Jai Sarah, Christmas in the ashram.
Boys.
Boys, 1, 2, 3, go. Om.
Girls. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
Om.
Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Fala, Fala la 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 la. Bring joy to the world. The Lord is
Okay, I gotta play now.
Now, one of the biggest fans of that song, a fella that always asks for it when he sees us, is actually he's a minister. He's a Christian minister, but he just thinks that's the coolest song ever.
You talking about Roger?
Roger, yeah. What was there?
Oh, no, I think he was the United Church of Christ, you know, those guys.
Very nice fellow.
Yeah.
We let all kinds.
Roger's
into our
retired now.
sermons.
Actually, he just was doing the what's it called, the walk in Spain, yeah. Come on, brain, it's not kicking in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, this is one of my favorite songs, but first I have to play a little guitar. I hope I do it right because I only play it once a year. Sorry. My name is Francis Tolliver. I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, the war was waiting for me after school. From Belgium and to Flanders, from Germany to here, I fought for king and country I love dear. It was Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France where still no Christmas songs were sung. And our families back in England were toasting us that day. They're brave and glorious lads so far away. Now I was lying with my messmates on the cold and rocky ground, when across the lines of battle come a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up me boys, each soldier's strained to hear, as one lone German voice sang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. Soon one by one each German voice joined in harmony. And the cannons rested silent, the gas clouds rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. Now as soon as they were finished, and a reverent pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen, struck up some lads from Kent. The next they sang was Stille Nacht, 'tis silent night, says I. And in two tongues one song filled up that sky. There's someone coming towards us, the slant-line Frenchry cried. All sights were fixed on one lone figure trudging from their side. And his truce flag like a Christmas star shone on that plain so bright, as he bravely strode unarmed into the night. Soon, one by one on either side, walked into no man's land. With neither gun nor bayonet, we met there hand to hand. We shared some secret brandy, we wished each other well, and in a flare-lit soccer game, we gave 'em hell. We traded chocolates, cigarettes, and photographs from home. These sons and fathers far away from families of their own. Young Sanders played his squeeze box and they had a violin. This curious and unlikely band of men. Soon daylight stole upon us, and France was France once more. With sad farewells we each began to settle back to war. The question haunted every heart that beat that wondrous night. Whose family have I fixed within my sights? It was Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warmed as songs of peace were sung. For the walls they've kept between us to exact the work of war had been crumbled and were gone forevermore. Oh, my name is Francis Tolliver. In Liverpool I dwell. Each Christmas come since World War I learned my lessons well. But the ones who call the shots won't be among the dead and lame, and on each end of the rifle we're the same. That's an interesting one.
I said, tell them a little bit about this.
That song's by John McCutcheon, of course. It's one of, I think, one of the best songs ever written. It's a true, obviously true story. We all know I mean, when I was a kid, when I was in school, nobody ever talked about the Christmas truce, but it really did happen. Christmas 1914. Yeah, they should have taught it to us, eh? What's next on the list? Oh, golly gosh.
What is it?
Chris was in the papers.
Oh. You do this.
Yeah, Amy can help us out if we forget the words on
We
this.
were just really happy. We were just sort of going over these songs yesterday, and we weren't looking at the words, and we just to see if we could remember them. We did then. Let's see how we do now. This is a song written by Dar Williams.
It's a fun one.
It's another fascinating insight.
Ready? Ready? Don't know if I am. This is called The Christians and the Pagans. Actually, that party that Jackie is talking about, our Christmas party, in our neighborhood, we always refer to our neighborhood as the Christians and the Pagans. One side of the block
Depends
were
on
the
what side
pagans, the other side of the block were the Christians. Guess which side of the block we were on.
But we've been going. They've been doing it 33 years, 31 years. We've lived there, gone and caroled door to door with our neighbors. It's fun. Amber called her uncle, said we're up here for the holidays. Jane and I were having solstice, now we need a place to stay.
And her Christ-loving uncle watched his wife hang Mary on a tree. He watched his son hang candy canes all made with red dye number 3. He told his niece it's Christmas Eve. I know our life is not your style.
She said Christmas is like solstice. Let me do that again. Do that line again. Set me up. It's a good line.
I know our life is not your style. Start again?
Yes. Well,
Amber called her uncle again.
so we're up here for the holidays. Dean and I were having solstice. Now we need a place to stay.
And her Christ-loving uncle watched his wife hang Mary on a tree. He watched his son hang candy canes all made with red dye number 3. He told his niece it's Christmas Eve. I know our life is not your style.
She said Christmas is like solstice, and we miss you, and it's been a while.
So the Christians and the pagans sat together at the table, finding faith and common ground the best that they were able. Just before the meal was served, hands were held and prayers were said, sending home for peace on earth to all their gods and goddesses. The food was great, the tree plugged in, the meal had gone without a hitch, till Timmy turned to Amber and said, "Is it true that you're a witch?" His mom jumped up and said,
"The pies are burning," and she hit the kitchen.
It was Jane who spoke, she said,
"It's true your cousin's not a Christian. But we love trees, we love the snow, the friends we have, the world we share. You find magic from your God, we find magic everywhere."
So the Christians and the pagans sat together at the table, finding faith and common ground the best that they were able. Where does magic come from?
I think magic's in the learning.
And now when Christians sit with pagans, only pumpkin pies are burning. Great line. When Amber tried to do the dishes, her aunt said,
"Really, no, don't bother."
Amber's uncle saw how Amber looked like Tim and like her father. He thought about his brother, how they hadn't spoken in a year. He thought he'd call him up and say, "It's Christmas and your daughter's here." He thought of fathers, sons, and daughters, felt his own son tug his sleeve, saying, "Can I be a pagan?" Dad said, "We'll discuss it when they leave." So the Christians and the pagans sat together at the table, finding faith and common ground the best that they were able, lighting trees in darkness, learning new ways from the old, making sense of history and drawing warmth out of the cold. Darwin.
I learned a song when I was 12. Me and Dee Dee Burleton sang it for the
Didn't you
nursing
say
home.
this was like the junior high school, the arrangement from your junior high school girls choir?
Yeah.
I get to sing it.
I'm having trouble hitting the low notes today. Usually, I was like the littlest kid, and I could sing lower than anybody else in the choir, including the boys, except for the choir director, who was a woman named Mrs. Brown.
She had a lovely daughter.
She had a lovely daughter. Her daughter's name was Jacqueline. But anyway, this is the oldest song we know. It's not the oldest song in existence, but the oldest one I know. It was actually written in the 9th century. It's the 800s, if you're keeping track. I don't think I'll start it in Latin.
Okay.
I'm reluctant to. So, no, it's not.
That's the Latin. Okay.
Oh, come,
Emmanuel. You gotta start with me there. Good. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, come,
Emmanuel.
and ransom captive Israel,
That mourns in lowly exile here, until the Son of God appear.
Rejoice,
Rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
Oh, come thou wisdom from on high, and order all things far and nigh.
To us the path of knowledge show, and cause us in her ways to go. Rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. O come, desire of nations, bind all peoples in one heart and mind. Bid envy, strife, and quarrel cease. Fill the whole world with heaven's peace.
Rejoice,
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 rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel.
rejoice,
Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Here we are. We're going to pass this way. Cheryl asked for it.
Oh, we're down to there?
We're down to the penultimate
The penultimate song?
stupid song.
Oh, yes. This, all right, now I have to.
It's the obligatory penultimate stupid song. Yeah. You didn't know that, but that's part of the show. Yes.
Well, actually,
Yes?
when we sing, when we're going to do one on the 15th, I think we're going to be playing down in Murfreesboro.
Down by Carbondale.
Yeah, well, we have a very wonderful time. But this is, I just did it sort of by accident one time, and they would never let us get away without playing it after that.
So
Now
what
this-
she's telling you is we're rehearsing on you here. So.
Well, this song we actually we stole it from
A group called Big Fish, up Woodstock Way, friends of ours.
now I don't feel bad about I don't even know how to do it exactly. It's off some obscure album somewhere.
Dan Hicks, not that obscure.
He did this one? That's not the one I heard on the internet. It was
It's not the
Somebody who was,
not the Hot Licks, but it's a
there
decent
was-
band.
But I don't feel bad because Big Fish actually stole our name. We were feeling rotten to be being called Small Potatoes. People just didn't seem to like the name, so we were looking for something else to change it to. And I said, well, how about Big Fish? It's the same joke at the other end of the pond. But then they announced that they changed their name that day. But so we'll wait now.
Yeah,
Is this on the second fret?
it's on, no, we just played in G. This is going to be good. Yeah, no, you used to do it in A, but now we're doing it in
Oh,
G.
right.
Right? Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Now this is the only one that's not on our Christmas CD. We hadn't learned this song yet. I'm not sure we would have put it on had we done it. A little slower than that. That's too fast. It's even slower than that. Santa used to like to chuckle. He's always been a belly full of laughs. Sitting there in his Santa chair, posing for them photographs. Now he don't laugh so much, in fact about 1/3 less. Old Saint Nick's got a problem, oh man, he's in an awful mess. 'Cause he used to go ho, ho, ho. Now he's only going ho, ho.
Uh-oh, where'd the other hoe go?
You forgot to teach you your part. Now see, we're gonna say, he used to go ho, ho, ho. Now he's only in ho, ho, and you will say, uh-oh, where'd the other ho go? Okay, so, he used to go ho, ho, ho. Now he's only going ho, ho.
Uh-oh, where'd the other hoe go?
Hey, I don't know. Santa's feeling mighty low. He used to go hidey-ho. Now he's only going hidey.
Uh-oh, where'd the other hoe go?
Hey, I don't know. Santa lost a hoe.
Quality.
As Santa's doing his level best to get into the Christmas mood. Santa's doing his level best to get into the Christmas mood. at keeping those little elves happy. He's the #1 Christmas dude. But there ain't no joy, 'cause there's just one toy that's missing from Santa's shack. He'd like to find his little lost dolly and get her back in the sack. 'Cause he used to go ho, ho, ho. Now he's only going ho, ho. Uh-oh,
Where'd the other hoe go?
hey, I don't know.
Santa's feeling mighty low. He used to go hidey-ho. Now he's only going hidey. Uh-oh, where'd the other hoe go?
Hey, I don't know.
Santa lost a hoe. Play something, Rich.
He'd better find that hole before he takes out Christmas Eve. 'Cause a Santa that's only got 2 hoes, no one would believe. So, Santa, if you need some cheering, better stop by on your way. 'Cause the 2-way street's gonna party all the way to Christmas Day. Just open up your bag of joys and soon you're gonna be alright. You're gonna leave this place smiling, even if you're one whole light. 'Cause you used to go ho, ho, ho. Now he's only going ho, ho.
Uh-oh, where'd the other hoe go?
I don't know.
Santa's feeling mighty low. He used to go hidey-ho. Now he's only going hidey. Uh-oh, where'd the other hoe go?
Hey, I don't know. Santa's lost a hoe. But I do know there's things in life, they come and go. For all Santa lost a ho, 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 ho. For all Santa lost a hoe.
Thank you. We're gonna do. It was a request from Cheryl over there. We're gonna do our usual clothing song.
Where'd the other hoe go? I don't know.
It's not a clothing optional song. It's a clothing song.
We've truly enjoyed it. This is our first venture into Christmas world this year. We don't sing Christmas songs until December 1st. It occurred to me, oh my God, this is
Lucky you.
And so here we are doing Christmas songs, and if they sound a little rocky, it's because we don't do them until December 1st. So we haven't done them since last year.
We don't practice them until
No.
December 1st. Is what you're saying.
Well, I said actually the night before. But if anybody out there still owns a device that can play a CD, or knows from someone who does, we do have a Christmas CD, and it's got all of these songs on it, except for Santa Lost a Hoe. I'm afraid you're gonna have to do your research to find that one. But and we've got some other CDs. I think that they make a wonderful gift. All that thing, blah blah blah. Oh wait, I have things. We do have things we're supposed to mention.
You know, we played upstairs last week with Muriel Anderson, right? It was a lovely show. We forgot to mention that we were playing here. You know, so that shows how good we are at self-promotion.
I didn't turn the page in the darn.
And I also, well, it was a little weird, you know, because you're playing upstairs and then you're coming downstairs, and what's happening next week? That's what I want to know. Just keep going down. But no, we also forgot to mention, and I feel a little bad about this. We forgot to mention our Patreon page, which you can sign up for as little as $2, $2 a month. Now, I feel bad because I owe content badly to that page.
Once a month new content that's not on our other stuff. So if you do sign up for Patreon, you get all of the backup stuff too. So you get a whole pile of stuff. You start. If you want to give us $1,000 a month, hey, we won't argue, but really, any little bit does help. And what else do I want to say?
That was the one you had written at the page. Official Christmas show, Murfreesboro. I think you mentioned that New Year's Eve. They're doing where Laurel here's the president of Off Square Music up in Woodstock. I am on the board. They let me be on the board. We do up there, if you should happen to be in that neighborhood, do a New Year's Eve party. It's also a benefit for Off Square Music, so we can do concerts in the summertime. If you're up in that neighborhood, think about it for New Year's Eve. It's a nice night. Pizza, free pizza.
Here's a really special thing to me, though. They've always been very nice to us there at the Stage Left Cafe. And they every year that we're not doing another show, which lately is not, we come and play the New Year's Eve party, but it's the honor spot, I call it. I always want you to go last, which means that we don't play until midnight. And you know what? We're old. Midnight is coming earlier and earlier. So the people who are really are usually here, Jen and Joel Simpson, they're doing another gig tonight.
Ashland Simpson.
They are going to be doing the honor spot this New Year's Eve. We're going to play at 9 o'clock, and then we're going to drink. What do you think? Woo!
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming. Have a lovely holiday season. This is not a Christmas song. This is we've been doing this one for a long time as our finishing song. Thank you so much.
Not at midnight.
Let a light shine in your window. Let me see where I have been. And if that light still shines, and if fortune smiles, I will pass this way again. And I will pass this way again.
That's your part.
Yeah.
Comes around.
I can face all life will throw my way, but a world without a friend. And I will take that road back to your door. I will pass this way again. Here we go. Let a light shine in your window. Let me see where I have been. And if that light still shines, and if fortune smiles, I will pass this way again. And I will pass this way again.
Though we're far apart, we can share the sky and the same moon overhead. Like the moon returns most every night, I will pass this way again.
So let a light shine in your window. Let me see where I have been. And if that light still shines, and if fortune smiles, I will pass this way again. And I will pass this way again. Yeah. When my time is up and my body lays down, when the candle fades and dims, throw my ashes into a restless wind. And I will pass this way again. Let a light shine in your window. Let me see where I have been. And if that light still shines, and if fortune smiles, I will pass this way. Sing it now one more time. Let a light shine. Let me see where I have been. If that light still shines and fortune smiles, I will pass this way. I will pass this way. I will pass this way again. I will pass this way again, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Support that
Good
two-way
job.
street and all the stuff they do.
Thanks so much, guys.
I think they like your music.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We can't go anywhere, so we stay here.
So, well, you two are even standing up. Whoa. You know what stand up means, don't you?
It means I want to go home.
No. It means.
Okay.
Guess what? No,
Don't break our tradition.
Oh,
there's a long-standing tradition here.
okay.
No one gets out of the coffee house without an encore. It's even better tonight. Well, there you go.
You
So
might choke up the next time. You know, last week I had the exact same event. You're just singing along, and all of a sudden you just seize up, and there's nothing you can do.
I think we already got a request. Sorry, Ron.
okay, well, I think they got one ready. So here we go.
Do we have one ready?
Yeah. Do I need to play this?
Yeah, you do.
But a very special person asked for this song, and I think we should. I'm not sure how it's going to come out, but Laurel over here asked for this song. I love this song. I just hope I don't. This thing, it's a special challenge, and I'll see if I'm up to it. Week. Ready? No, it's just now, the first song we played tonight was actually called The Lonesome Cowboy's Lament, even though it was about going through the snow in Canada. And this one, it's not a similar song at all, but it has a similar title. It's called Night Rider's Lament. There we go. By the way, I really appreciate the world's patience with my cockeyed body. Thank you. Why is this? I got something on something. Yeah, I don't think it's quite to say something about this.
The song was written by a guy named Michael Burton. Nobody knows he kind of just went up to Alaska sometime in the 70s and disappeared. Nobody knows what happened to him, but he left this great song.
Lots of people have recorded this.
Yeah.
Why isn't this? It's on my. Okay, now you're gonna have to put up with the fact that it might be slightly out of tune. 'Cause I got a little. I'm not just shy. I'm looking down at the tuner inside the hall there, but it, for some reason, it doesn't want to tune it. It just kind of looks at me.
So we could discuss holiday plans.
We actually don't know what we're going to do for Christmas, and this is kind of shocking. You know, we feel like maybe we should, go out to a fancy place or something.
Hell no, I'm going to stay home in my PJs.
Maybe we should just build a fire. Every Thanksgiving we go with, we just have this orphans group that gets together and all brings dishes for the Thanksgiving dinner, and it includes, we're just a really mixed bag of people, and kind of many of the same people show up for Christmas, Orphan Christmas. It's hosted by my ex-husband and his wife, so it's really a wonderful thing. But her son and his wife are pregnant. They're just about to have their first kid, and so they're going out to Phoenix to spend time with them instead. And I don't know what we're gonna do.
You asked for it.
Laurel, yeah, well. I think the old picker is wearing down here this time. As I was out riding the graveyard shift midnight till dawn, the moon was as bright as a reading light, for a letter from an old friend back home, singing out loud and proud. He says last night I run on to Jenny. She's married, has a good life. Boy, you sure missed the track when you never came back. She's the perfect professional's wife. And she asked me, why does he ride for his money? Why does he rope for short pay? He ain't getting nowhere, he's losing his share. Oh, you must have gone crazy out there. I hope this works out. Then never see the northern lights, never seen a hawk on the wings, Lord. Never seen a spring at the great divide. No, they never heard old Camp Cookie sing. Sing a cookie. Odelay, odelo, odelay, dio, hedelay, dio, yodelay. Odelay, odelo, odelay, dio, odelay, dio, odelay. Well, I read up the last of the letter. I tore off the stamp for Black Jim. Then Billy rode up to relieve me. He just looked at my letter and grinned. And he said, why do they ride for the money? Why do they rope for short pay? They ain't getting nowhere, they're losing their share. Oh, they all must be crazy out there. But then they never seen the northern lights, never seen a hawk on the wing, never seen a spring at the great divide. Now they never heard old Camp Cookie sing. Sing it there, Cookie. Odelay, odelo, odelay, dio, hedelay, dio, yodelay. Odelay, odelo, odelay, dio, odelay, dio, odelay. Hard, odelay, yodelay, odelay.
Thanks, folks. Take care of yourselves.
I love that song. It's one of those flying but with faith, you know, not like I've hit any other note. And now you're gonna try those. Okay, let's see. It's a good song.
Nice job.
Thanks. Yeah. I love that. So good.
Well, I tell you, it's amazing though. Some of what I listened to from the recordings, how well they do.
Well, and we improved this setup. This is a brand new setup. I've never worked it before for the stream, and I'm so glad because the other one was really tricky. And after the show for a while, we've been thinking of doing this so much. So this much easier. And that's we just built it. Yep. I just did it. Thanks.
Ariel Anderson opened for them last week.
Is that Stranger Love?
Yeah. They threw me away. That was a very great show.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. And I hope to see you in Murphy. I have been having
I know.
America for 40 days, ended up in the hospital. Kidney failure and pneumonia and and then got back to the States. 2 days later, the doctor drives me back in the house. Next week is straight. They don't know it's classic. That's the problem. Last week was a kidney biopsy. This week, next week is going to be a bone marrow biopsy. They're taking 80 blood cancers. There's no tumors or anything. Until they figure it out, no aches and pains. I feel great. That's the nice thing about kidney problems. Until they kill you.
But best of luck. That's kind of scary.
But, you know, if I'm feeling up to it, I'm still going to drive down to Murphy for all. I mean, I won't be there.
Okay. Well, we'll miss you. We'll expect you.
Well, yeah.
Good request, Cheryl.
I'd like to see Ed and Karen and John and Candy and, you know, on and on. Thomas and
Good. I
James.
think I've recovered from festival and farm and the
Yeah,
kidney pred virus
told me
that
that.
infected us after farm. I think a handful of us got that.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Not really sick, just
people that
coughing.
live in that house, I know them the least.
Before to the health.
That's kind of the afterword of farm, you know, you catch something.